Well, Mickey, new rules, new faces, starting with new faces. You must have been impressed there today.
I certainly was very happy with the level of performance that we reached, considering that we weren't able to get out on the pitch much with the weather the way it has been. And as I say, the young players have come in there and they've done very well. I suppose it was a good place for them to start. They were dealing with players who are sort of their own vintage, and that's always a good place, for a comfortable enough environment for them to start in. But it is exciting to see the quality of play that they were brought there today, but we need to build on that. One swallow never made a summer, nor did it make a winter either, so we need to look out that we can repeat that kind of performance.
Kyle Coney, man of the match, deservedly so.
Oh, absolutely. I thought from the very off he was there, he was involved, he was picking out lovely passes, obviously took a number of good scores himself. Very impressed with him, and long may he continue to develop.
And looking to the new rules, you've been a critic of them in your column in a local newspaper. Didn't seem to make too much difference out there today.
That's a wee bit unfair to say I'm a critic of them. I'm a critic of certain of the new rule changes. Other ones don't matter a lot. But I don't see the point. I don't see the need for the mark. It wasn't very prevalent in today's game anyway, and the few times I think that maybe there was a mark given once or twice, but it wasn't even necessary because the player wasn't under pressure at all. And I suppose one of the other rules that we were supposed to see was that the game was finished with the ball going dead, and neither half did that actually take place. The ball was kicked out there for the end of the game, and so it was. I think we had possession at the end of the first half. So there's a few little things that are in the new rules and weren't even applied there today, but I suppose it's all a question of learning as we go. But I have no great difficulty with a lot of the new rule changes, but I don't have any time for the mark. I don't think it's needed, and I think it would change the face of our game if it was strictly adhered to.
And the hand pass, we saw a couple of illegal under the new jurisdiction hand passes today. Is that necessary, do you think?
No, I don't think that's necessary either, but I must say I have to commend our players for the way they handled that new departure. In fact, I saw one or two passes there that wouldn't have got away even before the new rule changes came in, but that's the way of the world. Sometimes you miss one or two, but it didn't adversely, I suppose, affect the game an awful lot. But I think it would be nice to keep a proper hand pass as well as the fist pass. It's all about interpretation. It's all about actually the referees managing what's there, and I don't take this sort of suggestion that it was being abused so much, therefore we have to do away with the hand pass. If it's been abused, the people who are supposed to interpret that, they're the ones at the fault for that, not the players who are doing it. So, and the fist pass worked very well there today, but I think it restricts what the players can do. I think they should have both options.
Moving on to the Garvahi project, tomorrow lobbying at Tyrone, just how important is it to get the funding for that project to go ahead?
Well, it's crucial to get it. I think that the GAA provides a lot for society, never mind those who play Gaelic games, and I think it's been good for ourselves who play Gaelic games, and been good for the public at large. And it's a huge undertaking. I think it's going to be there as a legacy for all of the people of the province, never mind Tyrone, in years to come. And I think any fund that we could get, it'd be very welcome. And it's not as if we're looking for the lion's share of it. I mean, the GAA at headquarters at Ulster Council level in Tyrone, we're going to raise a lot of this money ourselves, and there's some grant or assistance out there, then I think we ought to be able to avail of that, because it is for the greater good, and it's not sort of asking for it all and donating nothing ourselves. It's only a small portion of what is required here to make this project a success.
Thank you very much.
The hunger and enthusiasm of the more established campaigners seemed to match the novices, who had obviously been keen to impress, but that must have been satisfying as well.
Yeah, it's always good when your team plays a good quality football and you get a good result, that's for sure, and I'm delighted to see that. But there's more to it than that. This is only one game. We're playing a college team here who naturally are physically lighter than we are, so you've got that physical presence of an advantage. So that's probably, you have to weigh those things all up. But yes, I'd rather see our team playing well no matter who the opposition is, and performing well. As you say, some of the older hands too, or I have to call them older hands because they're nearly 30, but that's the way of the world nowadays, and I'm delighted that seems to be an enthusiasm there among all the players to achieve a lot.
And will you ring the changes for what will be a stiffer assignment then on Wednesday?
Yeah, well, I mean, ring the changes maybe sounds a bit drastic, but certainly there will be other people introduced. You have to keep the core of your team stable and have an experienced core in the team. So I'd say there'll certainly be a number of the faces you saw out there today will certainly still be there, but probably we'll move a few others around then to give players a chance, because that's what it's for. That's what the panel is for, and there's no point having people on this panel if they're not getting a chance to play. So we have to observe them, we have to consider the standard of opposition, and decide how ready they are to move on to the next level.
And after a lethargic opening the last couple of seasons, that was, I'm sure, pleased you today.
Without a doubt, I don't like lethargy. I don't like teams playing within themselves and not taking every competition and every game seriously. I think our players took that game seriously today, and they got a serious result because of that.